Hello, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your baby girl, Patt Eyaba. So, if you've seen my topic or you've been going on with the trend, you want to know what's happening, like I break it down to families so that people get to understand. So, today we are talking about Will Smith and Chris Rock. You know how comedians they will come on stage on live broadcast when they're having especially an award. Most time they use comedians as their should you say DPA as their MC. And most of these comedian gets to say, I don't want to make the word silly words. Thank God and thank you, Bio B. Thank you. Please, if you want to school abroad and you need all the details, everything you need, please just go to Bio B's show. She gives you all the details right there. And the Oscar happened yesterday. What's today's date? Sorry, let me check my date. Today is 28, and it happened on the 27th. During the show, Chris Rock, who is also an actor, was not dissing, and will I say insult, was not insulting Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, live on a live show. And thank you everybody for coming. Thank you, Afremiss family. Thank you for running my video for 24 hours. You're an amazing person. Gift and J series. Gift, what's up now? You've not posted video for some time. Hope all is well. Thank you everybody for coming. I don't know if you guys have seen the trending issue. I don't really talk about trending issues on this program, but this particular one got me talking because Will Smith did that to protect his wife. For the first time in my life, I feel fulfilled. I feel fulfilled. I'm not telling you guys. Chris Rock was on stage on live program. That is an Oscar award. We all know Oscar award. It didn't held last year was virtual, but this year was live. And he was on stage dissing insulting or yabbing, according to Africa, Will Smith's wife. And Will Smith did not take it. Will Smith clamped on stage and gave him a hot bass and gave him a hot slap. And people were like, that is violent. After giving Chris Rock the slap, Chris Rock was confused. He was like, let's return back to the documentary, to the Oscar. He was confused. But now, when Will Smith went and sat down, he made use of the F word. He was like, never you in your life talk about my wife. Don't ever talk about my wife. Don't ever insult my wife. So I'm of the opinion that how far can we go? How far can you go for your wife, for your husband? Because Will Smith is my kind of guy. You insult me or you insult my husband, it's for my children, it's for my father. I will give you a gbasgbos. Then I'll come and apologize. But first of all, give you the gbasgbos. Hello, Rosie. Welcome to the show. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, everyone, for coming. So, in your opinion, if you are Will Smith, do you think Will Smith did the wrong thing? Do you think he would have done better? He would have just ignored? But I feel if Will Smith have ignored Chris Rock, because Chris Rock talked very well. I'm a movie lover. I watch a lot of movies. Chris Rock will keep talking. He will keep talking. But immediately, Will Smith gave him that bass. Everywhere was shocked. People were shookers. People were like, whoa. At first, they were thinking it's a joke. Will Smith climbed up the stage and gave him a hot slap. A hot slap. And when Will Smith came down, he was saying things like, don't you ever talk about wife ever. Don't you ever mention my wife. And the wife was sitting right there. Him, the wife, and this Black American actress were sitting. And I'm like, yo, that is my kind of guy. Yo. See, insult my wife behind me. Insult her in the public. Go to your blog, insult her. Go to TV station. But I will not take... she's coming in. Why am I using Zoe Zenita for goodness sake? Patt Eyaba. Why are you using Zoe Zenita?
Greetings, my dear.
Thank you.
How are you doing? Why is your name saying Zoe?
Okay, don't mind me. It's my second channel. I didn't even know that was what I was using.
Hi, Rosie. How are you doing there?
Fine.
This topic is hot, Pat. This topic is hot in the US here, my dear. See,
okay, it's hot in the US. Thank God.
So it is such a crazy situation. Go ahead, Rosie.
Okay, sorry, because my network always goes bad, so I'm hoping it doesn't.
Okay.
So for me, I feel like it's a circle of events. It's a lot, you understand? Number one, I am not a violent person myself, you understand? even with words and action, I'm not a violent person. And I'm grateful for the
Mm-hmm.
person I'm married to. He's not a
Mm-hmm.
violent person too. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
If I were in that place with my husband, I don't think I want my husband to go slap somebody. I don't know, but I feel like there's just little Jada could have done because she didn't know he was even walking. I think it was just really random for Will. And sometimes when we have to control our anger, you do something from a place of anger and you end up regretting it. He cried throughout his speech. You think he didn't regret his action of slapping Chris? Chris was wrong on all levels. You don't insult somebody about anything, their health, somebody's wife more so. Okay, I feel like if when Chris said that, Will stayed at the chair and stopped her and he said,
Rosie? Okay.
keep my wife's name out of your saying. I don't know if my network is good. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, keep your my wife's name out of your mouth. Yeah.
So yes. So I feel like if that was Will's reaction, I'm not going to tell him how to react anyway. But if what because Chris insulted the wife or made fun of her, you could have talked back to him with your own mouth. I feel like now, if for instance Chris wanted to press charges, he would press charges. He was insulting to the wife, but you actually put your hands on him. And let's be realistic, you are the one now that you can say, okay, you touched me, and I want to press charges. I know that
Rosie
women
is
are hyping
using
it.
Boo Boo
My husband,
Network.
I don't think I want my husband, unless somebody touches me physically, I don't think I want my husband to go fight somebody because of me. I'm not that kind of person. I don't think I want my husband to go fight somebody because of me. Because
Okay,
social
Rose.
media on social
Rosie,
media,
we
so
can't
yes,
hear
they're
you.
hyping it and everything. And before you know, you go and put your husband in kind of situation that will make him go and fighting on your behalf. It's a different thing. Just like you said,
I
Jada
think
did
let
not
me
act
summarize
salted
what
and all
Rosie
that.
is trying to
Chris
say.
messed up.
Rosie is trying to say
I
that.
saw a comment on to a white and Will wouldn't have gone to slap a white host. You understand? I think it's just a secular event like I said. For me, like we would have responded back to Chris with words. You don't just walk up to this thing. Like that anger is a very bad thing. Because I look at how many seconds it took him to walk up to Chris and still slap him. I know we used to hype all these glass, but I said in my comment section or in my status on WhatsApp, I said, when you are slapping somebody and hyping that you can slap, don't go and slap who will beat you. You know, we like to brag that I will slap you. You will slap who will put you on the ground and beat you. You understand? So I'm very careful about all this physical. Like in my home, we're just all about no hands. Keep your hands to yourself.
Rosie, we
Because if
can't
you're
hear
saying
you.
bad stuff, that means one day you can talk to your husband anyhow, he will slap. It's allowed because you talk to him anyhow. So let's keep the same end where it is even. Keep your hands to yourself. When we begin to learn how to keep our hands to ourselves, we begin to put our temper, our tantrums in check. Things begin to get better. Chris was wrong. Chris messed up with what he said. But will I say I'm happier about it? No. Because I know that if I was to slap him now, I know that he would have
Summarize what Rosie is trying to say. Rosie is trying to say that from her own point of view, that she will not want her husband to do that for her. That she will not. That's what Rosie is trying to say. She will not want her husband to do that from her own point of view. That anger is something we can control. So, Afrimes, please, can you
Will Smith
give us your own
reaction about
contribution,
his wife
please?
and he felt like that's the way to protect her.
Rosie, your network is quite bad. Let me
Yeah,
mute her.
Rose is really struggling with her network.
Yeah.
Poor thing. Yeah, so this whole situation, the way it unfolded, it surprised everybody, right? All the viewers. Um, the whole thing, according to what, I mean, we were trying to analyze the situation yesterday. We were just looking at it, and everybody was, of course, trying to figure out why Chris said that. But the truth is, Chris, I mean, we don't know how true that is, right? They're saying that Chris did not actually know that Will Smith's wife Jada is actually has a medical condition called alopecia. Alopecia is a condition
Okay.
where, yes, alopecia is a condition where you have hair loss. So Jada
Yeah.
actually did come out in public last year to announce that she is suffering from this condition, and she started empowering other women that are struggling with hair loss, and that's why she was wearing that bald hairstyle yesterday, right, during the award. So
The event. Yeah.
yeah, so apparently Chris didn't know. How true do we know if he didn't know, right? But the joke that he made, right, when he said GI Jane is actually a movie from 1997 about this Caucasian
Yes.
or white lady that, yes, she was bald because she got into the military and all that stuff, right? So that's what he made that statement, saying that, because her hair, she's bald, he expects to see her in GI Jane Part 2. So, but if you notice, if you looked at them, right, in the beginning, Will actually laughed at the joke. If you look at it very well, go back and look at it. Will actually laughed. But then when he noticed that his wife was not happy, her face just, because the wife was smiling in the beginning, and then when they made that joke, her face just got dark. So that's when Will walked up there and smacked the life out of Chris'
Okay, that
face.
was when Will now got the joke. At first, Will
Yes.
did not get the joke.
Will,
It was
no,
when
Will
he
did
now
not get
got
the
the
joke.
joke. Yes.
Thank you. He did
Yeah.
not. He smiled in the beginning, and then he saw his wife had that stern face, like, and then he was like, "Oh boy!" So that's when he got up and went and did what he did. So he did not get the joke at first himself. So it's really sad that happened, because I know that I heard Rosie say that, yeah, you know what, Chris has the right to actually sue Will. It can be both ways, because if Jada or Will Smith's wife, she can also sue him that, for making
She
fun of
can
her
also sue
medical
him.
condition.
Yeah.
Yes. So America doesn't play with stuff like that, people's reputation, health, and all that stuff. So it's a two-way street. So, but the question is, could Will have handled it better? My answer is yes. You understand? I understand that there is a lot of built-up frustration over the years. We know that Will Smith not too long ago struggled with his wife, because his wife, they had that issue where the wife cheated on him, and they had that entanglement
Yeah.
and all that drama going on. So there is so many things that Will has technically been bullied by the social media for a while now about that situation with his wife, saying that he was not man enough to, do things or to take actions and stuff like that. So I feel like all that social media pressure, was already built up in such a way that when this happened to him, it was like his opportunity to go show that he's a man. I mean, but to me, I mean,
Yes.
I get it, right? Men are men, and they don't like another man to challenge them. So according to him, maybe that was his own way to
Yeah.
try to demonstrate that, hey, I'm standing up for my wife, indeed. But I feel like again, Will over the years has been a role model in so many ways, especially in the Black community. What he did, a lot of his fans and followers were not really happy about it. They were happy that, yes, he stood up, to defend his wife, which is what we all want as women. I want me a man that can defend me in public, in front of his family, in front of everybody, that will, somebody that has my back. But the fact that he's actually slapped this guy, that was a little bit of violence, which is something that we try to also avoid these days. Remember, Will is a parent, right? He has children. So, and
Yeah.
and other kids are watching this, right? You don't want your son tomorrow to, go around slapping people because they disrespect their girlfriends or their wives. So it's just something that sometimes we need to think before we act. So I feel like he crossed the line a little bit when he went up there and slapped him. He should have just got up there, probably grabbed that microphone or seize it and tell him, "Don't you ever
Grab
in
the
your
mic.
lifetime, don't you ever talk to my wife like that or disrespect any other woman in public." That would have been, that would have sounded better and mature. But that's slapping and all that stuff. I feel like he just crossed the line a little bit, and yeah, it didn't look too good. Yeah, that's my personal opinion.
Okay, me, I think Will have been going through a lot. He have been going through a
Yes,
lot of bashing. Everybody
yes,
say Chris Rock would have done that joke. There's more than 1 million people in that hall. Why didn't he
exactly.
choose another person? Why is he with Smith? Me, that is just my issue. There are
Yes,
so many people there. Why didn't he go for them? Because with Smith and the wife, they've been having issue. There was a time that
exactly.
the media even came out in America and say that Will Smith should not be granted interview again, because anytime
Yes,
he's granted interview, he says something funny. So there was a time they
yes.
banned him sometime last year for like 6 months, that they shouldn't grant him interview again. For me,
Mm-hmm.
I feel Chris Rock crossed. See,
He
Do you
crossed
know
the
what it
line.
means? Like now, my mom have diabetes. You get, it's a real
Mm-hmm.
life situation for me, and I know what we feel when her blood goes up. And you now come, you cannot, instead of you to insult me that part you're short, I will not be angry. But coming to insult me that your mom have diabetes, I will do anything. Do you understand? You don't insult people with real life issues. The wife have a sickness. You don't know how you don't know how insecure the wife must have been because of this health issue. You are now
Mm-hmm.
coming to add to it. See, people have the way of handling their issues. Some people handle their issue another way. Somebody else would have stood up there and carried the mic and talk. But with Smith, that is the way he could handle his issue at that point.
Mm-hmm.
For
Yes.
me, yes, that is the way he would have done. If it were me, I would have carried the mic and even steal the show. I would have carried the mic, stood
Mm-hmm.
up, talk. For people that don't know that my wife have such illness, I will even educate people on such illness. And that thing will
Good.
be the headline for the Oscar. Nobody will even remember the Oscar. That is what everybody will remember. But the slap
Exactly.
still came as a gbasgbos. If not, some people will not even know that there was Oscar yesterday. Me, it's because I'm doing entertainment story in my office. That is when I will know. But some people don't even know there's Oscar. So because of the gbasgbos and the slap, people get to know, okay, this is what is happening, this is what is there. But comedians are not, I lie not. Anytime I go for events, I'm always like, this comedian will make one stupid joke right now. They're always making stupid
Yes. They
jokes.
always do.
They
They always
always,
do.
even the ones that come to church, they'll be using Christ to make joke. And we're like,
Which is not
can you go
funny.
to a mosque and use an Islam their own God to make joke? No, they will come
Mm-mm.
to church. They will make silly jokes.
Yep.
Please let me just read. Afro Mess, thank you for saying.
You're welcome, dear.
Eiko was just said. Let me just read what she said. She said Chris Rock legit roasted everyone in that place. He made joke on all parties that were up for the award. Will Smith was, yes, he made joke, but not a personal joke. A personal joke is part. You have two left leg and you are insulting me that I have two left leg. I will take it personal. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you Rosie. Thank you Kiki. Thank you Eiko Wacho. Thank you Amen. Thank you Omoye TV. Thank you Bayobi, Auntie Mabel, Lola J. So Eiko Wacho is saying that he made joke about everybody, but not on personal illness. You don't know what some women feel insecure when they don't have hair. Some people barb their hair. Like me, I'm planning on barbing my hair and color it pink, red, purple. I don't care because I'm leaving that job very soon. Joel Choice, thank you for coming. And you come and you make a joke about somebody's illness. The fact is, people are saying that Chris Rock can sue Will Smith. And Jada Pinkett can also sue Rock. So it's suing thing. And both of them, and gift, thank you. Gift said that was a good slap. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry, please, I want to be reading the comments. Lola J said, where do you think that Will sleep before his fall? I don't understand that anyway. Please come back and rewrite. Thank you, Auntie Mabel. Thank you for coming. But let me start from the first comment, please, guys. Sorry, bear with me. But Will has actually done a comedy where he was roasting someone that has alopecia. I think that is a movie, or maybe it's a script. But this one now is, if you've done a movie and you some people, this one is like a real life situation. He's also feeling it right now. It's a real life situation. His wife is in the situation right now. God, are we taking your bath? Why? Thank you, Kiki, for coming. I did not watch that movie. I will try and watch back. Rosie said we could have talked back at Chris. Yes, he could have talked. That's why I said people have a way of reacting to issue. If it were me, I would have carried that mic, stand there and put Chris Rock where he belongs to. I would have talked, educate people, and from there, the alopecia people can even make me an ambassador. Do you get it? Win-win, I will make money. But like I said, everybody have a way of reacting to issue, and that is his own way of reacting to issue. Some people will gbas. Some people will not talk to you. Some people will catch you at the corner and organize boys to do you strong thing. But some people like me, I will give you gbas first. Exactly. Okay, if you are supporting Afro Mez, I feel like he needed to prove him. Yes, he needed to prove he was man enough. People have been, see, Will Smith is one of the most insulting people in Hollywood. Sorry, they're always insulting him, insulting his wife, insulting his kids, and everything. and they're like, he's not man enough, his wife have done this, his wife have done that. So okay, this is the point for me to prove to you people that, have you guys also imagined that if Chris Rock have slapped him back? Have you guys also imagined that? Please, somebody imagine that for me. He just said the black image tarnishing. Okay, yes, Victorious, I think I agree with this, your own assumption too. Because at the end of the day, people are not checking it, changing it to black and black. It's black people now, black against black. They are always violent. That is how they are. No, face the situation and leave it. Not about the black image. We are all black. Even if I bleach, I'm still black. It's just the bunk of the social media pressure over. Yes, Rose, that's what I'm saying. This guy have been under pressure for some years. So all the bunk, all the pressure, all the annoyance, all the vest, he just needed somebody to tell somebody that these thing people think I cannot do, I can do it very well. And that is the more reason why he just came and gave that guy a little bass, so that the guy head will set last. So they can let me read this one, because black has been the one streaming that they are not equally represented in the Oscar. Mirabe, I see where you are coming from. So black people are saying that they've not been equally represented at the Oscar. And for the first time, you're being represented very well at the Oscar. And look at the trouble we are causing. But the fact is, we black, we cannot just keep quiet. So we have to show ourselves anywhere we go. Okay, I have read that one. Thank you, everybody, for coming on my live. I've not greeted this. Sorry, maybe I'm not at that comment right now. And he said, Jada is definitely not secure about alopecia. She is actually really owing. And Jada is definitely not insecure about her. Okay, she's owing up to it. She's insecure. Yes, she's insecure. She's owing up to it. She's there, but don't see. There are people that have one leg. For the fact that you have one leg, you're bouncing with it, doesn't mean I should still come and insult you upon your one leg. No. If they're bouncing with it, leave it. Victoria's Mirabel say it's like snap. It's like snapping is raining now. First it was Nigeria, now US. Nigeria one is women. That I started saying women versus women. We are no more doing women support women again. My gender will disgrace me. And he called Wacho. I know you read theater arts. You are a creative artist, but forget it. Okay, the joke he did was called dark humor for a reason. Whatever, my sister, even if it's dark humor, don't insult people with their sickness. Don't you dare insult people with their sickness, please. Insult me with anything, I will take. But insulting me with a sickness, I will not take. Naya's Corner, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Afromex, thank you so much for coming. And everybody on my live stream, thank you so much for coming. I'm going to drop the link in case you want to come out and talk. No problem. But this live, I don't intend it to be more than 1 hour. Yes, I don't intend for it to be more than an hour. Thank you, Victorious Mirabel, for coming. See, fine girl. We are doing the same hairstyle. You know, it's smarting. You're not behaving like that.
I'm at work. I did a night shift. I'm at work. I just let me hop in here. Like the whole night, I'm at work, but I've been looking at this thing in my mind. I'm like, I get the fact that both parties are wrong, right? In their own way, they are both wrong. Like, I feel like for me, what really hurts me is the black image and the black reputation you get. Because even on the mainstream media in North America, black actors have always faced a lot of challenges. Look at what happened to Cosby. Look at what happened to R. Kelly. Like,
R. Kelly.
Yeah, look at what happened to Steve Harvey. Like a lot of them are not treated fairly. If we look at years back, they have been advocating that in the Oscars they are not given the proper award, they are not awarded for your art and things like that. You get, and then we get to this point where at least there's a step forward. You get, instead of putting our best foot out there and showing who we are, we start fighting ourselves. Like, and then now my problem is like, I get the fights you get. In my mom, I'm just thinking this is how good black men who have left legacy after all these years of toiling because of one action will end up in jail or will just lose everything. Thank you. You get, and then like there's nothing you as a black, you can't even stand to advocate for black. There's evidence. It is your people. Black people are violent. Next time, if you want to say something, they will bring you archive of history of, but don't forget all the legacy they have lived. Don't forget the impact they have made. Is that one thing that, let's be honest, in the history of Will Smith, this thing will reign more than every other thing he has ever done. Good.
More than every other thing he has achieved in his life. Yeah.
Good. So that was just
In
my
fact, he said now, Mirabel, if you just go on Google now and click Will Smith, is the slap that will come out first.
That slap you go see. That slap you go.
I did it. I Googled it before. That came out first.
So that was
did not come out.
God. I was like, God. Like it's so heartbreaking. Like when you see people who put in, especially in the media, in the mainstream media, we see men or women who put in the work for years and then they end up in places where you are like, how
just
they
because
get
of one small mistake.
Yeah, like my man, I'm like, God, can we just rewind the hands of time so that things can be shifted, Christmas can be cut? Like I was just like I'm not in any blame game. I'm looking at the bigger picture because with every pressure, if Chris has to go to court, that's a legal, like there's evidence. That's like it is not even accepted in North America. Like it is a no.
Yeah.
We'll get it. Then if Jada has to go to court for say, oh, this,
Yes.
just tearing black men down and just, man, I'm like, even though he came out to apologize, I'm like, but the way the media is going, everybody's like, sue. So I heard somebody would have comment that, oh, if Chris doesn't sue, he's gonna sue. In my mind, I'm like, can we can we not just stop putting fuel to this already existing fire? Like, can we just? It's so crazy, honestly. That was for me, that was my heart. I was just like, for how long will we keep losing black men who have left legacy?
Who have labored over the years.
Yeah, it's always hard because it's at the verge of retirement. When they are old, look at Cosby. Look at
Cosby.
Look at his legacy. At what age now that he's in jail? Like, come on now.
And he's going to stay in the jail for the rest of his life. Because of the years they gave him.
Look at R. Kelly. Because trust me, all this, I used to ask, right? I'm not judgmental. But I used to ask all these women who came for assault 27 years ago, where were you before you're coming now?
Because they needed the bigger force to pull down. If just one person come out, they won't be able to pull down. But when you have plenty, you pull down. Thanks for coming.
At the end of the day, just like this woman was talking, what was this woman's name again? I've forgotten her name. She came out, she has been talking about how black are not represented in main media, even in movies and things like that. What's her name again? I've forgotten. One time she even had a fight with Steve Harvey. Like there's a lot of politics and a lot of racism going behind the mainstream media that we don't see. There's a lot going on to pull down black people. There's a lot. So I feel like, when we also put our hand in the fire to help pull down ourselves, the society will not, if you say maybe the other race, maybe they'll take it lightly, they'll want to like come together, big actors will want to absorb amicably without going to court. But no, in us, we'll do power. Everybody wants to show their wealth, drag to court, and we have destroyed ourselves instead of building ourselves. Like over the years, we are simply just tearing ourselves down. It's so heartbreaking that for me, I just look at the bigger picture, right? I know everybody's react to things differently. People don't take jokes for jokes. People, like, as much as we can sit there and say, oh, if I was the one, I would do this, I would do this. But you never know what people are struggling with. The fact that people are wearing suits and wearing green dress, flowery dress, smiling, they come out, doesn't mean that some people are struggling. Some people are, so that's why they always say that be nice to people, because you might never know the battles you're going through. You get. So in the flip of things like that, you never know. We are talking now because it has happened already. Maybe if it happened to you, there, your impulsive act, you before you. How many of us mothers have taken steps to hit your child? Then they hit the child so bad before you start begging the child, regretting. You get. If we were gonna go back, probably we will not hit the child. I just called or had a conversation. The lot of things that we do like that. It's public because it was on mainstream. Some people are saying that, oh, maybe it was an act because nobody really watches the Oscar these days. They had to put up an act so that people's attention will be drawn to it. In my mind, like, even if it's an act, like we should not get involved in such expensive acts, even if it's an act, because at the end of the day,
if it's an act, why didn't they use the Asian? Why didn't they use the white man? Why must it be a black versus black?
Thank you. Black versus black.
They should use double race, not the same.
Thank you. So even if it's an act, why should they use us? Are we the ones that are we the ones that use as guinea pig for their experiments also? And that's what they always do. If you look at it critically, we'll be looking at it very well. They will use blacks for some rules. They came and tell they just look at Steve Harvey when they just woke up and they stripped him of all the sessions he had. Yeah, and he had to build his own platform. That's what Terry Perry had to build a multimedia complex and studio in America just to promote Black because they were not given the opportunity. Then
even
we get to a place
even up to this 21st century, they are still doing that black and white thing.
Forget that thing.
Yes.
Forget it. Yeah, so it is sad for me. I'm just looking at the bigger picture. I'm like, God, how long will we keep tearing ourselves down? How long will we keep doing this to ourselves? And yeah, because tomorrow they'll not say with me. Tomorrow, other younger generations of actors will suffer this thing because they'll use it. Or black people, they'll use the black in quotes.
Black people are always like this.
Yeah. It is well.
But
God will help.
how far can you go for your family? Because right now I'm looking at it in the family aspect. Like
I can't even lie to you. I've chased somebody with machetes. I've chased somebody with machete when it came to my mom. The person slapped my mom. I chased the person with machetes when I was in high school. No. I'm serious. I chased somebody with a machete when it comes to my mom. Don't even joke. No, don't go there. Keep my whole family. They just bury us. But when it comes to my mom, don't even go there. A young guy slapped my mom. I came back from school. I heard. I picked up a machete. I went to their house. So, like, there are people that's like I said, right? There are things that you don't know, that people go through that you don't understand, that you don't just joke with them. You get, like, in life, let's all be cautious. Like, things will happen. I always say that people will do things to you. It's how you react to it that really matters. Because at the end of the day, the tables will turn. Sometimes people will not even see what they did to you, but they'll capitalize on your reaction. Yeah. So
for me, that's why we have to think before taking every action.
Yep.
I know when I was growing up in secondary school, then our counseling teacher would tell us that if something happened to you, that you should look at the clock, that you should count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 before taking action. So before you are counting that 1 to 10, you must have think of the reaction of the action you want to take. But me, I think at that point, Will Smith was like, no. People have been insulting my wife behind their phone, behind the keypad. I don't see their face, because if you go to blogs, they always insult the wife, insult Will Smith. But this one, I'm seeing it physically. No, I'm not going to take it. I think that is his point. I'm going to correct every other person that there. I'm not going to take it. Yes. Usube is like, also supporting.
Like, my mom, I'm telling you. My mom is my world. I will get physical. My sister, see, some people don't understand. If you try my mama, even where I am, at the pink flights. No, I'm not joking. Yeah,
Mirabe, before you came, when I started it, I used my mom as an example. I said, for instance, now, my mom is diabetic. Everybody knows, even some of my YouTube family knows my mom is diabetic. She's not just small, she's very diabetic. That she took insulin. And insulin right now, they've increased it to 22. I don't know if you know insulin. That is what she takes every day. And somebody now come. If you insult me, Pat, you're short, no problem. Pat, you are not fine. Don't concern me. But don't insult my mom with her sickness. I will throw away my home training and come for you. I said it before you came. I said, I'm going to throw away my home training. There are people you don't insult. So him is like, I'm sitting here and they are insulting my wife, and him, the wife, they were sitting on the same table. And if you watch that video very well, Mirabe, he looked at the wife before he did that thing. The wife was not smiling at the joke. And Will Smith smiled at first. He now later realized that no, he now got the gist. I don't know if you understand that place, Mirabel.
Yeah.
You know, Chris Rock was referring to one movie they did some years back, one GIG movie. The lady in the movie had alopecia and she barbed her hair. So he was referring to the lady that they would have used Will Smith's wife to act that part. I don't know if you understand. That was when
I understand.
Do you understand? You don't insult somebody's Welcome, Ernest. Oh, God, you don't install. No, my sister. Like
No,
now,
that's
with
what
Smith,
I
that
feel
is
like.
with Smith, ride or
That's why
die.
I said that. I said that we behind the scene now looking at it, right? You can say, "Oh, I would have done that. I would have done this," but trust me, if it was happening to you, hot, just like somebody was saying that you don't joke to my mom. Even me,
Yeah.
when this thing happened, I was looking back at some of the things I have done. I have stood up to people that my mom will hold my mother. This child will kill you for witchcraft. I say forget. I said, "Ma, forget." Not be that great people go. Well, even when I chase somebody with a machete, it would I maybe I would have cut somebody's hand like you get.
Yeah.
But at that point, you are furious, like you are angry. There are a lot of things going through your mind. There's so much hurt in your heart because of what has happened, right? Then I know they say it's easy to say, "Oh, control your anger," easy to say, "Oh, control your emotion," but as I said, people are fighting a lot of battles.
A lot of
People are
battles
struggling with a
inside.
lot of things. You get. I know Will Smith's family is not perfect. They have been struggling with a lot of recent a
Yeah.
lot, a lot of reason, and the world has come against them in your own style. But sometimes let's be conscious. I'm saying it. People say black comedy, this. Let's. Like, I feel like in it all, so there's some way that we are losing our humanity. You don't make jokes for
We are
people like
losing
that.
our humanity. Yes.
Yeah, you don't hide behind jokes to make to mock people or to like it is not even a funny. We laugh because we're in a world where everything looks funny now. We laugh about everything. We laugh about people's struggles and things like that. We are losing touch with people's humanity and people's struggles in life. Even the Bible says that your words will either build or break somebody. You can even say it
Yeah.
in a joke. Not everybody will take it as a joke. They're expensive. A joke can be something can be a joke to you, Pat. It's not a joke to me.
Yeah.
Because probably maybe it triggers something in me or it brings out something in me or it just speaks about the situation I have struggled with. Like there are a lot of things. People let's make joke about the universe, talk about the stars, how they are falling, or like something.
Yes. Make joke about.
Like
There are so many
something.
things to joke about. Not somebody's illness. You don't know what that person is
Yeah.
struggling. Even before
If,
coming to
if,
that show,
if,
maybe we speak even force her to come to that show. And there are
maybe
so
they
many
received
things.
a medical report that same day that she like you will never know.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Victorious the warrior. Uzube is calling you warrior for carrying
No,
machete or
they don't
something.
laugh though. Don't laugh. My mom suffered for me. My mom was a 22-year-old widow that was stripped of everything with a 1-year-old child who was me. So if you joke with my mama,
Wow.
buy a coffin,
Wow.
no.
Hmm.
But just buy a coffin, I beg.
Ahead. So Uzube
Buy a
said,
coffin.
Her mom has been through a lot for she and her sibling. Talk to me anyhow, but don't even make a stupid joke about my mom because I will beat
That's
your
true.
ancestors out. Yes,
Ah,
that is true now.
it's
And
the
she
day
has
you're my
slapped a
sister.
man because of her mom. Yes. Mothers, leave us. So forget that all these gbas we used to beat our kids. Even the children know say we dey try for them.
It's the way I get you, honestly. I get you, my sister. You see a
And
22
as
year
long as
old woman with a 1-year-old baby.
the 1 year old baby, only her.
Yeah, only her. Then, traditional African tradition strip my mom of everything my dad had.
Yeah, they do it
And she
up
was
till
still in
today. They
school.
do it up till today in
Then,
Nigeria.
yeah, then she struggled with me. Tomorrow, you want to come and insult my mother. Even my mom remarried, but I told my stepdad, I said, they did a tears to joke my mother. Remove my mother from this married house. Like, my stepdad doesn't joke with me. Oh. I told him, I said, if I say one tears like that, pim, I'll just come and remove my mother from this married house. I don't care if you say I break your home.
Ella,
Yeah, people are
welcome.
struggling with a lot.
Chris
This is the
Ernest Oga
culture.
said Chris Rock crossed the line, and he deserved it. Good vibes. So this one is supporting Will Smith. Actually crossed the line. That's what me I'm saying. I'm saying he crossed the line. You can insult. You would have even insulted him with anything, but not come and remind him of his wife's sickness or come and tell him his son is a drug addict. No, now, Abba. We all know
Or
these
maybe,
things are there.
or maybe do a man to man. Maybe he would have insulted with Smith. At least they are all men. You get.
Yes,
They
and
are
they're
men.
almost the same age.
Mm.
Unzube, welcome.
Hi,
Welcome, Unzube.
thank you. Hi, Victorious. Hi,
Victorious,
Pat.
hi. Hi.
Okay, so what's the name of this guy that? Can you hear me?
We are hearing you. We are hearing you.
Can you hear me?
We are hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Okay, so I feel like people make okay, so I feel like these comedians or people generally make stupid jokes about things they shouldn't make jokes about. So this brings me to there's this certain Black American actor that died. Was it sometime last year? I've forgotten the movie
Is
he
it the
was
Fast and
popular
Furious?
for before he died.
Who acted
Black
um
Panther.
Wakanda?
Is it
Uh,
the Black Panther guy?
Was he a Black Panther guy?
Or
no,
the
no, no,
Fast
not
and
the Fast
Furious
and
guy?
Furious.
Black Panther. Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, good. The Black Panther guy. At some point he began to lose weight. He was no
Yeah.
Black Panther.
Yeah, is him.
Yeah, I think Wakanda. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So at some point nobody knew he was sick, and he began to lose weight. He was not looking healthy. People began to insinuate things. They said he was on drugs and all of saying so many stupid things. I feel like this thing of comedy, people take it to extreme sometimes. You don't know what people are dealing with low key, and you feel you can come out and run your mouth anyhow you want. Good afternoon. Okay, so um, I'm at work, so I just want to say what I want to say real quick, and just go down and in the chat. So it was when he passed on that people knew he was battling with cancer, and then they began to say things like, "Why can't people be kind when a person is alive? Do you always have to come out to make stupid jokes about things you don't know what the person is dealing with privately?" So I understand Will Smith's reaction, and the truth is, I will react like that to anyone who tries to do. One person in my life that will do that for is my mom. Say whatever you like to me, talk to me anyhow you want, be stupid around me, but don't do it around my mom because I'll fry you.
So, and Esther Chronicle is asking what is the gist. Esther, the gist, Auntie Esther, good afternoon. Thanks for coming. Thank you. Moment with Coty. Thank you. So I'll just give the gist at one. Mary Quincy, Stinzy Ella, Ernest Oga, Zubi, everybody, thanks for coming. If I'd missed your name, please, I'm sorry. Auntie Esther is asking what is the gist. Auntie Esther, yesterday was Oscar Award. So I know Will Smith, you Smith and Janda Pinkett Smith, they were at the award and they were sitting at the front seat. Then the MC of the award was Chris Rock. Chris Rock is a comedy actor. He was the MC and he made a joke about Will Smith's wife. Will Smith's wife have a sickness that is called alopecia, alopecia. The sickness that make your hair to fall off. You don't have hair. That's why she's always having gorimapa on her head. That's why she's bald. Because that sickness, you don't have hair. And Chris Rock came to make a silly joke about Will Smith's wife not having hair. And she was at that event. Will Smith was at that event. Will Smith got angry, went on stage. It was a live telecast. Will Smith went on stage and gave Chris Rock a hot slap. Obapia, Maggie, welcome. So Chris Rock went on, and Will Smith went on stage and gave Chris Rock a hot slap. He is defending his family. Yes, you can't insult my wife in my presence, in presence of 1 million people and 1 million people online. And before then, people have been saying that Will Smith is not man enough. She is this. Okay, let me read the name of the sickness. Alopecia. Yes, that is the sickness Will Smith have, wife. And she have announced it, like, is it 2020 that she had this sickness, and that is why she's always barbing her hair. So it's in the know of almost everybody. So why will you not come and be insulting somebody's wife in his presence with a sickness that she did not create herself? So at that point, Will Smith got angry, went on stage and slapped the guy. And the guy was confused. You can watch the clip online. And there was the point he was saying, let's continue with the documentary. Let's continue with the award. And people was like, Will Smith is not supposed to have done that. That his action was very harsh. And some people are of the opinion that Will Smith did the right thing. That most comedians, when they come on stage, either wedding, events, they are always insulting people. That most comedians, they do that. That there should be a limit to what they say or what they talk. You can't come on social media and be talking to people anyhow. So some people are like, no, Will Smith would have just carried the mic, not to talk. As like, people react differently. The way you might react is different from the way that Patt Eyaba will react. Somebody else will stand up there and carry the mic and talk. Somebody else will organize boys for you for corner. Make them show you what's up. Do you guys get? Thank you, Oba Pia Maggie, for coming. Mary Quincy, thank you. Moment we cut to you from Calabar South. Moment we get to say you talk, you collect. And some people have the opinion that what is his name? Chris Rock should sue Will Smith for violence. And I was like, it's a sue thing. If Chris Rock sue Will Smith's wife will also sue Chris Rock. And if she sue, it's going to be more, because she's sick. And you cannot be insulting somebody with sickness that nobody pray about. So people are like, they should insult. And now they've bought, the whole thing have been brought down to the black race, because both of them are black. Will Smith is black and Chris Rock is black. And some people are like, that is how black people behave. A little opportunity they gave us, we started slapping each other. And before then, the black people have been complaining that we've not been represented very well at the Oscar. And this Oscar now is, we are being represented, and this is what we are doing. So there are a lot of speculation, and somebody, according to Mirabel, is it Mirabel or Afro Mez that said it? That somebody said if Will Smith does not sue, that him is going to sue. So they will say sue things. So guys, thank you. Be yourself. Thank you for coming. So Auntie Esther is saying that Will Smith deserved, and Chris Rock. Come on, remove your teeth from my video. Chris Rock, Chris Rock deserve the pass boss, because imagine now they are insulting you in presence of your husband. Will your husband just sit down and say, "Oh, let it go for Pete's sake"? Me, you insult my husband, you insult my mother, I will insult you back. I will forget though. Hey, see, let me tell you guys the reason why we stopped going to a certain church we were going to, because the pastor said my husband was lying with his child, with my son. This is my son. My husband said, see, uncle, I can lie about everything health, not my children's health. And my husband just told him, oh God, this is the last time you're seeing me in this church. And that is how we left the church. So Mary Quincy, Victoria's Mirabel, you are laughing at Coty's comment, because Coty say you talk, you collect. Yes, now, Coty, imagine how you fight like this. Now, person can't insult you for your husband front. Your husband go give the person what he deserve, where he go collect. He go collect, gbas. That one on the stage no go do me, now to meet for corner, so that the beating go belle for me. I don't feel like I beg. My sister, Bianca's slap is going round. Bianca's slap is going round, because Bianca's zone, we are saying that women supporting women. We are not lifting each other up. We are talking about break the bias. Bianca is slapping somebody. How can a woman go to and meet a fellow woman, be calling her Ashawo, and I will not slap you? I will give you more than slap. I am Ashawo, now your husband still there with you, mother. Auntie Esther, I say now, wow, our blood they hot. Our blood they hot now. Our blood they over hot, safe. Somebody will just come and insult you and you now just keep calm. It's not going to happen, no. Richie Rich is telling me good morning. We are 6 hours ahead of Jamaican. So Jamaican is actually good morning. Thank you, Richie Rich, Jamaica. Is it Sabrina or the husband? Okay, the both of you, good evening. Oh my God. So Richie Rich, did you support the slap? Do you support the slap that what is that guy's name again? Will Smith gave to this person? Fashion World. Fashion World is like I've not returned. Oh, I know I've seen this name. Fashion World, thank you so much for coming on my live. I appreciate you so much. You are amazing. You are amazing. So let me get to hear what you think. But let me read what my auntie is writing right here. I think it's a slapping season. We have not finished with Ojuku Bianca slapping former first lady. Then this. Yes, see, Auntie Esther, I agree with you. A lot of things are going. A lot of people are angry. What's Auntie Chi? A lot of people are angry. There are so many things going on. Prices of things in the market have increased. Prices of food have increased. The children will soon start holiday. You are thinking of where to keep them. How you're going to. There's so many things worrying you. Somebody will not come and insult your wife in your very before your yogurt giver. My sister. Let me tell you guys. Before now, people have been telling Will Smith that he's not man enough, that he cannot control his wife, cannot put his family in order. I think this is like a point of telling them, I am going to put you guys right in place. Be yourself, say the spirit of slapping is flowing. My sister, according to Koti, you do anyhow, you collect. You do anyhow, you collect. It's a collecting season. See, they don't need to wait till the next day. Give the person right away. Even on this white tea, person insult you, you give the person back. No even wait. Then do anyhow, you collect. Because this is your right. This is your TV. Somebody came and the person told me, Pat, why are you doing live? Are you looking for watch? Stop doing live. I said, my brother, this is my space. I can do anything I like. And the person unfollow me, no problem. Bye-bye to rubbish. But I still love him anyway. Now slap the rain now. Now slap the rain. So you want to tell me that somebody will be insulting my husband? Can you remove your face from my video? It's not for children. Auntie Mabel says, sorry, I'm not able to chat. I'm watching in the background because I'm at work. Okay, Auntie Mabel, you're at work. God bless you for even coming out. Thanks so much. Thank you, thank you. She has been here before. She was among the first people that came. So people now are saying, some people are saying that the slapping thing was a planned thing because the Oscar is not always making waves like the what's that other one name? What's that musical award that Burna Boy won? Auntie Chi, what's that award that Burna Boy won? That is the first African to win it now. Please, somebody tell me in the comment section. This Chidima is making me angry. Now tomorrow is her birthday. Let her come and collect birthday cake. Let me see. Yes, no. So the people of the opinion that the slapping thing was planned because the Oscar don't really trend. The Oscar, and yes, my auntie, thank you, my Grammy award. They are saying it doesn't trend like Grammy award, so they needed to bring drama so that it would trend. And what Will Smith and this person did was drama. And I told them, no, if you want to do drama, you don't do drama with two black people. Either because Will Smith is a black race, Chris Rock is a black race. Why didn't you do the drama within a black and a white, a black and an Asian, a black and Caucasian? You did not do it. You did not do it with two black people. No. But at the end of the day, Chris Rock have come out to apologize. And he's saying that he did not know that we and Jada have that kind of illness. But me, I'm like, no, it's not about that. Insult me. Don't insult me with something personal. You don't know the struggle people are going through. You don't know how she's struggling with not being to have hair. Do you think some people having Kodambula is their choice? No. She wants to make braid. She wants to make fine hairstyle. She just wants to be a chick and not having hair. If it is your choice that you are barbing the hair and it's not growing, but this one that you can't, your hair cannot grow because you have an illness, and you now come and insult me with that illness, and my husband will sit down and no, now And like I said before now, with Smith, they have so many issues going on. The issue of the wife cheating on him with that small musician, the issue of him not being okay. There have been so many speculation on social media. So you don't know the pressure he was going through, even coming for that award. For him to have even stood up to come and slap you, it's like that is the height of it. That is the height he can do. You are absolutely right. People are passing through a lot. How much is food stuff now? I went to buy meat yesterday. A kilo of meat used to be 2,200 and it's now 2,500. And a lot of people are angry. There's angry. If you are in Nigeria, as I'm talking to you guys, there's no light. I'm using the whatever light, and if this laptop off now, that is the end. Don't expect me to be on in Jen in the afternoon. There's no light. So there are a lot of things going on. People are suffering from a lot of things. You now come and according to Mirabel say what is annoying her is because people are labeling it the black thing, the black. They shouldn't see it that way. And what Mirabel is also saying it, whatever Will Smith have done in the past, people will not see that in this slap, people will be seeing. And she make mention of R. Kelly, this comedian guy, what is his name again? After they've suffered all the things they've worked for, at the end of the day, they are all in prison. So please let me read this comment. Thank you, Be Yourself, for coming. I just pray they resolve it amicably and not involve the court, because North American court don't favor black people. So if you not favor them, both of them are black. So where we go start from? Where we go start from? So they should settle it themselves. They should have black people that should be able to talk. They should have somebody like Oprah, because I know Oprah is with Smith's friend, the great TV personality. And besides, Oprah Winfrey is one person that made me that I want to be on TV. I watched Oprah when I was growing up, and I was like, this is the kind of woman I want to be like. Oprah is one person I pray to be like. So Will Smith is of Oprah bestie. I think they will settle it amicably. But I think people at the corner will not want them to settle it amicably, because this thing, when it happens, people behind the scene will be telling with what is it? Chris Rock, no gree. How will he come on stage and slap you? No gree. My brother, take it up. At times, if people behind, not even them, if they want to do it and all that, you see. And Be Yourself is saying, even here, heat one. Yes, why heat not go finish us? There's no light, the sun, the rain is not even falling. This is March, unlike Nigeria, rain is not falling. There is heat everywhere. We are suffering. Be Yourself is saying amen to Victorious Mirabel's prayer. If not, Marcin. And they go last a lot if they go to court. Yes, it will last long if they go to court, because they will be going and coming. They will be going. If they go to court now, they will sue Will Smith for violence. If Jada Pinkett Smith go to court and all the alopecia people came out, Jada Smith will still going to make money. At the end of the day, it's a win-win for both parties. So the best thing is everybody stay in your lane. And this thing have also boosted Oscar for me. I'm not lying to you guys, because Oscar was, I won't say die. Oscar was. Thank you, Richie Rich. Richie Rich is Sabrina. So thank you, Sabrina. Oscar was there. So this made Oscar is trending right now. Will Smith is trending. How I even got to know was somebody was doing a live video yesterday, and I went from the last video, and the person was like, Pat, you want me to Will Smith you? And I was like, which one is Will Smith again? And after that, I went online. What's up? Make your hair now. Do gel. After that, Bedege. Oh, this girl, Eunice. They were even. She know they. No, she has not. Sorry, guys. They were even hyping the cameraman for capturing it very well as evidence for Chris. Yes. So a lot of people, we No, I think even if the cameraman did capture it, people would have still captured it because Will Smith was walking on stage. Nobody knew what Will Smith was going to do. So everybody was watching. So even if the cameraman didn't capture it, we would have captured it because there was also a virtual screen where people were watching from the from the screen. So the cameraman, everybody, there are a lot going on. By the end of the day, I tell people, when you are angry, look at your clock, look at the wall, count 1 to 10, then think of your action and think of your reaction. But there are some situations you don't even need to think of your action and your reaction. Goes right away. As I did now, you can't insult Mr. Yaba for my front. If now your party, I go leave him. But you get the insult, go insult, I will go reach me, reach my husband, I'll pour you pour water. Ha! Hey! Or you come and insult my daughter. I might not do anything, no, but that friendship is over. Please don't insult my family member. Don't. Let's be the way we are. Don't insult them because I will carry your matter for my head. And when I carry your, I will sell you like gala. I will sell you like gala. Nothing go happen. Pure water is cheap. Pure water will be cheaper than you when I finish selling. So for me, I think let's talk about the protection of family. Will Smith is protecting his family. Any way you want to look at it, Will Smith is protecting his family. Men should stand up for their family. They should start. Auntie Esther, what did they make you laugh? I been a cry with this. Will Smith is fighting for his family. Thank you to my 6 million subscribers for watching. Will Smith is fighting for his family. Men, stand up for your family. And African men, you will be there. Your sisters, your brother, your mother and father will be fighting your wife. You will not say anything. You don't see man, Abi. Man will fight for his family for the whole world to see. That's the kind of men women want to. A man that will fight for them in the whole of the world. No, you that be using your family. I don't joke with my brothers and my sister. I don't joke with my mother. They come before you, my wife. Even the Bible said clinch. The Bible says a man and a woman shall leave their mother and father and clinch as one. That means your parents now become your parents. They're still your parents, but your wife is your wife. Your parents have their place. Your wife have their place. Your kids have their place. Everybody have their place in your life. Nobody replaces each other. But the one that you now come and make your family, not your wife, your family will be beating your wife and everything, and you'll be like, oh, it's normal, it's a normal something. Then make she collect some more. Men should stand up for their family. That's why I make this topic that what point will you go for your family? Men should really stand up for their family. Be it in public, be it in December meeting, August women meeting, village meeting, your family meeting, stand up for your family. Stand up. I remember the day my husband told somebody that leave my wife, that one nowhere. She has craze. And if she dey craze, and they leave her, make she craze her craze. Since then, the person give me road. Because he has been pre-warned that I'm not normal, that I have my colomenta no get part 2. So men, stand up for your family. Even women, stand up for your family. But if your wife if your husband a community distributor, no stand up for am. Do you know what I mean? Your husband they share gbola everywhere. Don't stand up to him. Just let him face in face, make you face your face. Okay, guys, I think that is where I will end today's video because I don't want it to be very Auntie Esther, na true. Now, if the man na public na community gbola sharer, please, no need to be defending him. Please, we are not here to defend community gbolas. So Auntie Esther, Richie Rich, Sabrina, Victorious, Afrimes, everybody, thank you for coming on my live. This way I'm going to end it because I don't want it to be very long so that others that are coming can also watch the video. But my point I'm trying to make at the end is, let's family, stand, wife, stand for your husband, stand for your wife, stand for your children, stand for your family. Let them know that this one, no, they joke with in family. If Will Smith, see, I knew Will Smith like when I was in primary school. I've been watching him from his music to his video. If he can stand up and defend his wife, please, people, forget it. Forget it. You stand up and defend your family too. Thank you, everybody, for coming. It's an awesome conversation. And I love you guys. We are going to have another conversation, maybe tomorrow or next or Thursday, but anytime this week, but not tomorrow, because I want you guys to rest up. You guys are amazing. You're amazing, 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 amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best.